was asked to do some pattern testing, and honestly, it was a first for me. Let me tell you about it. I'm Maddie with Maddie Sews, and welcome back. Today I want to talk to you all a little bit about pattern testing with Lowland Kids and what my experience was. And I'm going to be honest, it was a good experience, but it was really kind of eye-opening to see everything that goes into these pattern tests. Lowland Pattern Company is a kids pattern company. They do some adult stuff, but primarily children, and they have some really cute patterns for their kids. They recently released their cargo pants and their Sonny Tank, and I was in the testing group for both of these patterns for my son. I started with the cargo pants. I'll pop a picture up here so that you can see what the final version looked like. But it was really kind of cool because they went through, I think, probably 3 or 4 different versions of the cargo pants, trying to make sure everything was good, changing their instructions. They had tons of people sewing this up and sending in pictures with their kids. So this was my tester pair. This was this black and white fabric right here was actually my kid's baby sling that we never used. You know, one of those ones that can wrap around your body. Yeah, I cut that up to make the tester pair with some of that leftover curtain fabric for the white. And you can see there's a pocket on the back right here. This pocket ended up being a little too low on his booty, so that was one of the adjustments that they made. They actually rose the pocket along with a couple of other things. I think they made some really good decisions and some changes. One thing I do want to note about the shorts though, or the pants if you decide to make them in the pant length with the elastic around the cuff, is that the pocket has a bit of a unusual construction from what I'm used to. And I think it's 100% awesome if you're going to make up the pants or the shorts in a knit fabric. You don't want them to have a lot of bulk, you know, you want them to be free, easy, yada yada. But what they do is, this is not a double-sided flap, this is just one-sided. I went in and I serged the edges here, but it was a bit of a strange technique for me when I was putting them together. So that's something to keep an eye out on, especially if you're making these out of a woven. Just know you're going to have to treat the edges of that pocket flap before you sew that pocket flap in and down and all of that good stuff. But what was really interesting to see was just how much my son's little legs gobbled up this fabric. Those cute little chunky legs of his, just they eat these up. So I think the next time I make them, I'm just going to go ahead and lengthen them a bit. But really, he looks so adorable in these. After I made the final pair, I did have to go back in and scoop out the butt a little bit because baby boy's got his mama's booty and he needed some more space because that was digging up a little. And that's not comfortable. So I fell for him on that one. I also made the Sonny Tank, and to be honest, I waited to make these because by the time I was done with the cargo pants, they had already come out with a revised version. So I had made that revised version, which I think ended up being pretty close to the final one. It was so good. But fabric really does make a difference. So the first one that I made up was this one in a slub jersey. Hang on, let me take it off the hanger here. It's really light. I thought it would be really perfect for summer, especially on him since he's out running around outside all day and it's been close to 100 degrees over here. And I really like that these armholes are low. Now, here's a note though. So this is like a slub jersey slub. Whichever way it goes, let me know if you know the exact description. But it did stretch out as I was sewing it, so these armholes over time got longer and longer. Also, he for some reason really likes tugging on this thing, so it grew throughout the day. Now this is freshly washed and pressed, so it's back to its original size. Thank goodness it returned back to that, but That's the one that I made. Now you compare that to this one. This is a cotton lycra that I had on hand. I just cut it up. Look at those armholes. They're totally different. They're much smaller. They hug closer to his body. These are both the racer back versions. But how cute is that? Because he uses so little fabric, really, I think this is a great way to kind of make him match Mama. You know, I can just kind of throw together a little tank top for him, and then we're out there twinning. No, something new that I did on this one. Actually, let me see if I did it. No. So on the green tank top that I have here, I actually zigzagged the hem. I don't know if you can see that. It's zigzagged. On the white one, I decided to, after all these years, bust out that twin needle and actually give it a go. I guess I was worried because I heard all these like scare stories about tunneling and yada yada. It was really easy. And I'm lightweight kicking myself in the butt that I hadn't tried it earlier. But let me show you the twin stitching on this. It was so easy to use. So I twin stitched the hem on there. I didn't worry about finishing the edge on the other side. You can see that I just cut the other side. This stuff isn't gonna fray. Knits are pretty good about that. And quite honestly, we're probably just gonna get through this year before he has to size up, because little ones, they grow real fast. It makes me sad. I wish he'd stay little forever. But the dilemmas of a mama. So those are the two Sonny Tanks. I'm gonna put some pictures up here so that way you can actually see the differences on him. I highly recommend these patterns. They come together quickly, they require such little fabric, and they're really cute. People made tons of adorable versions. Other than that, these things are a dream. He's gonna be wearing them all summer long. I'm gonna make more, and and we're all loving them. Okay, so that's Lowland Kids. Definitely check them out. Again, the link is in the description box. On a side note, this week I'm going to be attending a virtual conference. It's like the Great Bra Sewing Bee, something along those lines. And I'm really looking forward to sharing with you all some of the takeaways that I get from this conference. It's going to be Thursday through Sunday. So I'll be sure to share that with you next week. I'm really looking forward to it. Oh, and if you haven't already, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. When you subscribe, it lets you know whenever there's a new video. I try to get videos up once or twice a week, so that'll let you know when there is a new one. Well, until the next video, thanks for watching and have a great day.